And now, The Bonfire with Big J. Okerson and Robert Kelly.
Welcome to the Claus.
Yep. Yeah. Hey, welcome Monday. It's Monday.
Yeah.
It's welcome to the Bonfire. Robert Kelly, Big J. Okerson, and the crew. It's Monday.
Kind of had a cool thing that Legion of Skanks are doing the show with us today.
It's awesome.
It's really awesome.
Something to look forward to.
And then I said, thank you, Jacob. I said to Christine, hey, make sure they're like running on time. So I want to do the intro and do the whole show. I don't want them to come in the middle of a story or a conversation. Mm-hmm. Christine goes, okay, they said they're eating around the corner. They're going to be there right at 5. I go, well, text them, let them know they got to like check in, so get here a little early. She goes, I don't know, I feel weird doing that. I feel weird doing that. Wow.
Weird telling your friends to be on time?
If I didn't need you to have this job for my household, Christine, we'd be having a talk right now.
I feel weird telling guests that they must be on time, but I did say that we'd love you to be here at the start of the show. If you could be here at the start of the show, that would be great.
But Lewis is part of it, so you have to know that he's not. I mean, if there's anything you should accept in life...
Is Lewis going to be late?
It's Lewis is not going to be on time. If you want Lewis here at 5, you should have told him 4.
I'm not super punctual myself, so I feel that for sure.
You're here every day. I've never seen you late.
No, I've never been late for the show.
No, why?
Respect for the position and the people around me who I work with.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, but Lewis doesn't have that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You know Lewis doesn't have general respect for those around him and who help him? Me and Legion of Skanks are going on our 3-day mini tour this weekend. Hampton Beach Casino in Hampton Beach Casino, is that the right?
That's correct.
Hampton Beach Ballroom.
Casino Ballroom. People know it's a great venue for comedy.
Yeah, we're doing the live show there. We put together a awesome live show. It's going to be a lot of fun for the audiences. If you're a Skanks fan, no phones. It's going to be not recorded. I mean, we're taking like clips for ourselves, but like we're not releasing it as an episode. You got to be there to see it. 3 shows, 3 nights. You want to make the trip. These places aren't that far from each other. I know a lot of people are doing that, planning on doing that, but it's going to be a lot of fun. Hampton Beach Casino on Thursday. Mm-hmm. Friday, we're going to be at the Wilbur Theater in Boston. Very, very exciting for that. There's a few tickets left for these shows. They're coming in, so there's probably a bunch of tickets left for these shows.
No, you only have a few tickets left.
Low ticket warning. It is we've sold a lot of tickets, so it's
you
are
right there. So if you don't get your ticket now, you probably won't.
No, don't try to go day of. That will be a problem
unless they need you to.
But if try anyway.
Yeah.
Don't wait till the day of. But if you do wait till the day of, and it seems like you can go,
yeah,
try.
Yeah.
Try.
People always cancel.
Yeah, there's probably a standby list.
And they always hold 10 tickets back. They always hold 30 tickets back each.
Yeah, they're always holding back 30 each. So that's 90 loose tickets floating around.
And
probably.
that you will release if you don't have
each.
friends and family.
And we'll probably release these.
Yeah.
So just, but I would honestly not wait till day of.
No,
I'm the
you
same
have a
kind of
special
person,
guest
but
on Thursday, right?
We have a special guest Thursday. We have guests, fun guests coming the whole weekend.
That's great.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
A lot of fun, like games and stuff with the audience and segments. We've been working on it pretty good. So
is there a snake pit?
we should wait till our guests get here to
Sure.
explain the weekend.
Yeah, let's wait.
Well, here's what we can talk about
What?
briefly. Well, it's a couple things. One,
Broken
I
heart?
want you to stop it. I want you to hear. Where are Dave and Lewis? Are they here in the building yet?
No,
God damn it.
No.
Good.
not checked in.
Good.
Oh, they have a lot of respect for you in the show.
It's unreal.
They really respect you. And everybody in here.
Christine, do you have that audio?
Yes, I do.
I sent you.
audio.
This was the most terrifying thing I've ever gotten into in an Uber. I got in. It was an African guy holding and rubbing beads like Pedro Serrano from Major League. And I swear to you, I told her I started recording. He turned this off after a little bit, so I only caught about 11 seconds of it. But please listen.
This looks like it's not the right thing, but hang on.
That was pretty creepy, huh?
What the fuck was that?
Play it again.
He said, I'll meet you on Tuesday by the park. Bring the picnic basket.
No, that's not what it sounded to me. It sounded like voodoo witchcraft. Makalaka-heek, makalaka, makaheka-heek, makalaka-heek. Damn, that was crazy. Play it one more time.
You sure it was beads? It wasn't chicken bones?
No, it was beads, and he never stopped holding and rubbing them.
I was praying.
He was doing something. Lou, you think you could play with that and enhance the sound? Like, not right now, but for later on?
Yeah. Sure he just didn't get into a fight with his wife and he was mumbling?
Nope.
Fucking bitch. Cocksucker. I fucking kill her.
Magalaka-heek, magalaka-hookie-heek.
The intro to Intergalactic,
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It does.
right?
Another dimension. No, you're listening to it wrong. I get what you're saying. You could hear this and hear a lot of things. Picture you're hearing African people painted up in a circle, bone jewelry, and you hear this. Jacob, you are tied by your hands and ankles to a stick.
Yeah, they're roasting you over a big pot of water.
And Jacob, you hear this and tell me now you don't get it. Christine, please.
I'm nervous now. Yeah.
Oh, dude, that sounds like the recipe for Jacob soup. Jacob stew. I'm really happy we covered that without Lewis in here. We're trying to keep our jobs.
Yes. Yes.
Even I probably walked the line a little bit. But we did make it more of a Jacob thing, with African people tying him up to eat him.
Yeah.
Jacob stew.
Jacob stew, which you're still hungry at after you have Jacob stew, by the way.
You are still, yeah.
Yeah, you're still hungry.
It's not very hearty.
Thank you.
It's not very hearty. It's not
Thank you.
It's not like a Bob or a J stew, which would be.
It's like a bone broth.
Yeah, we'd feed the village for
Oh,
months.
absolutely. Oh man,
I appreciate
if we die in like a plane crash, you guys better hope I die first, because you guys will have months to be rescued.
Even if you don't die first, we're going to kill you right away
Yeah.
just to survive.
He goes, I'm full. It's been months, and we've only gotten up to his ass.
But we eat you, and we all lose weight because the Ozempic is in your blood.
Oh,
Ozempic.
Yeah, that's not a bad thing. Ooh. You know.
We all come off. We all come off the mountain thinner but healthy. We look fantastic.
Oh, there it is. There is Ozempic in this man's fat, his belly fat. We can talk about this before the boys get in here because me, Dan, Soder, formerly of the show.
Who?
Dan Soder. He's a
got him.
comedian.
Got it.
Me, Dan, Jacob, Lou, Andy Fiore, Mike Fenoya, Christine, Isabella. Am I forgetting anybody?
Nope, that's it.
Michelle, yeah.
And
Lou's-
Michelle, sorry,
Lou's
you
girlfriend,
were.
I was
Sorry.
forgetting somebody. Who had a blast, I believe. Look, she was having a good time.
Yeah, she had time.
She had a time?
You look good. You posted a photo. You guys look like you had a blast. You look great.
No, yeah, she was very.
And you look like sexy. You dropped some weight, kid. You look sexy in that photo. You look like young Lou with hair.
Maybe one of them, yeah.
Yeah.
We went to go see Metallica, Pantera. Got there, tailgated a little bit. Didn't realize how early Pantera was going on. Missed that opening. That was a bummer. But we got in there for by their second song, and then we had great seats. We all sat there. Christine has. What are you doing? They're here. Well, real quick before. Well, you know what? We'll hold off on that.
Sure. It's all part of the story.
Yeah, Jacob. You can go get him, Christine. Jacob, air drumming while Fiore was air guitaring. Priceless.
Any video? Any video?
I get carried away.
No, we didn't have a Bobby Kelly there that night.
You didn't take a fucking ounce of video of those two?
I didn't take a picture the entire evening.
Oh my god.
I have a live shot of Jacob headbanging next to Soder. It's pretty cute.
Okay. Who?
Was there an owl?
Maybe I'll just keep it to myself, yeah.
Is there an owl?
What else did Dan do for you that day?
Maybe he doesn't want to hear about it.
Dan did a good move too. Dan got all the tickets. Mm-hmm. He paid for it. He refused money.
Yeah.
He got all the tickets. He really showed us. Damn.
It was a class move.
He bought all the
Bobby,
tickets?
after we tell our story, you're gonna think the wrong co-host left. Damn, you're gonna miss Dan after this one. We had a blast though. That was a fun night, Friday night.
I loved it.
We got the hell out of Dodge quick. Also, we got home fast. We learned that. That was a lesson learned that we.
There was a lot of
applied
lessons
last night.
learned this weekend.
There was a lot of lessons learned this weekend. That's for damn sure.
Yeah.
One of them, Metallica still got it. I will say this, and I'd love to hear your thoughts, Jacob.
Yeah.
With the obvious one, kind of like almost kind of sweet Kirk Hammett mess up.
I love that.
Yeah, he messed up.
moment.
Yeah, me too. He messed at the beginning of Nothing Else Matters, and then he came in. It was like his first day. That was terrible. I'm going to start it over, and he came back and killed it.
But it shows such confidence also.
Yeah.
He's the master of the craft. I'm just doing this over.
Lars
Great.
messes up
A lot.
three times every 5 songs. It's insane. He really messes up a bunch.
I mean, the songs, though, you got to give him credit to play that song at his age. Those
Sure.
songs, some of those songs were meant to be played in your 20s, maybe
yeah.
30s, not now. What is he, 60?
Yeah, they opened with like Whiplash and stuff. They were
Yeah.
they
Yeah, he-
thrashed. They did some thrash yesterday.
Creeping Death they opened with.
That night.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so-
last night they did Whiplash.
I mean,
I'm
he.
talking about my show, Bobby.
Well, I'm talking about my show, but I think on both shows he looked like he was about to have an aneurysm. His big fake teeth shooting out his dentures, and he was biting on his tongue.
Oh yeah.
His drummer
Lars.
face, Lars's drummer face is an epic drummer face.
It's the end.
the
It's the
tongue
end of a marathon.
Yeah.
I mean, he's really like. He's so much sweat. He's got to wear that hat, or we're going to see what's going on under there, which I know he's not happy with.
Yeah.
But both nights, show wise,
Great.
phenomenal.
Yeah, great.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
From wherever you were.
All right. I'm gonna wait for our.
I mean, if you were way up on the top,
Now, if you were way up on the top, that would suck shit.
well, I mean, it's it's all relative at some point.
It's not. The top sucks shit.
It was hot. Yeah, it's high up there. I looked up. I had to crane my neck up because we had such good seats.
Right.
And it would suck to have been up there.
Yeah.
But that's where
I
I,
mean, it's-
usually am. So this was great.
It's an interesting setup the way they have the floor
Yeah.
that people can go right up to the stage. Then they have the regular seats, which are great.
Well, a couple hundred people can go right up to the stage.
A couple hundred people go right up to the stage. The rest of them on the floor. There's a little mosh pit, but the floor is kind of open. It's cool.
Well, in the stage, you should describe it's a ring. The stage setup.
Stage is a ring, and they play all different sides of the stage.
What's up, fellas? Thank you. Yes, thanks. Restart the song. Everybody. The Legion of Skanks are in the motherfucking house. Both these men just recording new specials. 30 Minutes With, coming out very soon. September?
Dave's is coming out first, right? September, August 23rd?
August 22nd.
Mine's coming out September 5th, which is my mother's birthday. My whore mother's.
Your mother died from whore cancer.
From whore cancer. Well, she had cancer.
Mm-hmm.
And then she was like, I don't want to live this way anymore, so she killed herself with heroin.
Oh. Didn't she get the cancer from somebody? From being a whore?
Yeah, whore cancer.
Well, she had throat cancer. We always assumed it
then
was...
for sure.
We
HPV
assumed it was smoking cigarettes. She smoked 2 packs of Marlboro Reds a day.
No, she got Michael Douglas cancer. Sucking on that bad dick.
Nope. Cigarettes leading to cancer, that doesn't check out. It was the dick.
Everybody is the hilarious Dave Smith and Louis J. Gomez. I was saying already, we're doing our shows this weekend. Very exciting. We put together a really, really fun show. I'm excited for fun guests.
Sorry, I'm fucking pinching Bobby like fucking
New Bobby.
He's still a fat guy deep down.
Stop.
Oh, I was saying this before. I was telling Bobby before. You guys did that Regs episode.
Yeah.
Which is great. Very funny. And
I
then
thought that was sort of a sore subject here at the Bonfire.
what?
Why is that?
The Regs? Why?
Why was the regs a sore subject?
Dan Soder and Robert Kelly just went behind your back and started a brand new show without you.
I love that he took something that a fan said.
It was the Reddit. It was the Bonfire subreddit.
By the way, I will. By the way,
I have been looking.
I found today.
Bobby sucks. We missed Dan.
I have found out again. If and when Dan does something like regular broadcasting again with regularity, like his own show or something,
Like the
or with somebody else. Yeah, but the Regs, you guys are doing that like
once a month.
Who knows?
It's once a month.
I hope he takes a Sirius show in the next studio down at the same time as the Bonfire, just
Very
with
possible.
a different comedian.
But I found out. I found out I would.
I come
be
in here one
upset.
day. It's just Jay's not here. Jay's watching through the window, Dan, and then Dan waves him in, and he comes in. It's just me. Now it's the me and Jacob show. It's Jacob and Bob. I'll do that.
I found out that I would be upset because he posted something that I saw today in his stories, and it was like the something podcast hosted by something and SJ and Dan St. Germain, and then it says with special guest Dan Soder on it. I'm like,
oh, it was going to grind your gears if he did a weekly.
Soder and Dan St. Germain.
What's the number of episodes that he would have to do with regularity to grind your gears?
2.
Just 2 episodes in a month.
Oh, a month. Oh, a month.
2 a week would grind your gears.
2 a week, yes. 2 a week.
That would fucking
yeah.
Because you would have taken Dan for 2 a week, put in Bob 2 a week. That's a perfect show.
Not that at all. It's just this is only 3 days a week.
I'll take 1.
Yeah, I think I came up with a solution. We get rid of Bob 2 days, bring in Dan 2 days.
No, don't you dare. Not my Bobby.
Yeah, fuck you.
Bobby's all in. We went to Metallica last night. We were bells of the ball. It was almost too much.
It was. I mean, you are definitely famous. You're famous with those people.
In that crowd, yeah.
Yeah,
it
that
was
crowd.
very,
He actually turned around at one point. He goes, "This is my shit, man. This is where I'm now."
Oh yeah, because me and Bobby will do the how many recognizings did you get game, and then when Bobby went like that here, he goes, "I got 3." I go, "Nah, dude, I dominate. Like, you don't want to play this game here, dude."
Yeah,
I'm
metal
gonna dominate.
audiences of 50-plus-year-old men. That's Jay's fucking territory.
Well, thank
right
God
there.
for Opie and Anthony fans.
Yeah, because Bobby did. Bobby was also bell of the ball.
I did make a comeback at one point.
Big comeback.
Yeah.
What were we just saying? We were talking to the Regs, which is great. I listened to the first episode; it was awesome. And then it went right afterwards to one of the YouTube videos of people who like watch podcasts.
Yeah.
And the headline of it was Louis J. Gomez, like, or it says comics are turning on Bert Kreischer, and then they play a thing. And I was like, no, like what would Louis have said? And then they play a thing, and the guy's like, maybe he's just, being lighthearted about it, but maybe it's a thing. It's you telling that Bert doesn't remember the actual story of meeting you and staying around. And this guy's really going like, seems like a real shot at Bert. I'm like, what?
Trouble in paradise.
I'm like, he goes, look, I know maybe Louis feels comfortable to say this now because he's not on the Fully Loaded tour anymore. Like, what did he say? I'm like, he said just Bert has the time. That's plenty of people have that.
No, Bert's a fucking drunk liar. I'll say it right. I'll say it on the fucking airwaves right now. That fucking
dude,
loser.
whoever made that podcast is definitely listening to to this right now, and he's like, "I got my next episode. Here we go. More comes out."
Bert, because I know what it is. Like, Bert is a drunk liar, and he remembered the story wrong. His version of like when he said when I met him, I said, "Hey, my name's Louis J. Gomez, a Puerto Rican rattlesnake."
You did your own impression? Hey, I'm Louis J. Gomez. I was like, I don't even sound like that.
He's either a drunk liar or maybe an amazing storyteller.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe he just enhances things to make it palatable for his audience.
It's
And-
possible.
Yeah.
Well, he did with
And
Christine.
the truth doesn't really go with his audience.
Yeah.
I don't know if we have the clip somewhere, but I asked Bert about this one time too, and he was like, I don't know, man, I say things wrong a lot, was all he said. And I was like, I really couldn't argue beyond that. But on some podcast, he was talking about something we were doing, and he was like, Jay, do you want to do this? And he was like, no, I actually have like a pretty bad pill problem. And something, he was like, he's just said that I said that to him, and I was like, what? Like, I've definitely never said that ever.
You have a pill problem, or he has a pill problem?
Me.
Yeah.
He was saying that Jay said he couldn't do something because I actually have like a pretty bad
You would
pill
never.
problem.
You would never admit to your pill problem.
You don't have a pill problem, but we all do the same thing. Like, drugs come into our lives in waves. So there was a 6-month period where we were all regularly.
I'm just trying to surf these drugs.
We were
Coming
all
in a big
regularly
wave.
on OxyContin for I'd say a 6-month period.
I say that
And it wasn't a problem. We were just on OxyContin. It felt like we were floating on
dude,
You
clouds.
were
telling-
on so
Dude,
much
Jacob-
OxyContin, you don't remember. I wasn't on any OxyContin. I
Jacob
wasn't
was
there
on.
with you
Jacob
for
was
this.
on the
Yeah,
junk.
Bert.
Jacob was on the junk with us.
I was on that 6 month with
Hell
you.
yeah, doggy. Remember you used to get the time release and then you used to carve them into quarters so you just pop them in your mouth? That's when you know you got a problem, when
I
you start
didn't know- I
carving
didn't do
pills
that.
up with a razor blade.
And that's why your mom's dead.
Lou, that sounds like a quick way to get whore cancer.
Yeah.
Sounds like one-way road to whore cancer.
Yeah, dude. Well, we
but here's-
all lie by
here's-
accident.
But here's the thing. I'm just saying the points. I've never, ever said to Bert in any way, no, I can't. I actually have like a pretty bad pill. I just never.
You sure
it
it
just
was-
Absolutely was never said.
It wasn't a chip problem?
That would have made more sense. Jay's like, no, I actually have like a calories issue. I can't do that.
Yeah, potato chips are my thing.
it's my
Potato
dirty
chips,
deed.
chocolate chips, really any type of chip. I really just get in my head. I can't do it.
Just I love things in chip form.
Doggy, but I do this sometimes too. Like, I'll be on a show and I'll be telling a story, and it's like, I don't know, I've been doing this fucking for so long. Sometimes you just don't remember the details. Like, I think when I initially told the story about rollerblading home on 9/11, I think I initially said it was on 9/11, just not thinking about the day. It was the day after. So when I retold it, and I told the very specific detail that it was 9/12, people were like, dude, he's fucking lying, dude. The story was always 9/11. Now it's 9/12. Here we fucking go. And I'm like, I'm a junkie. I can't remember my fucking birthday half the time.
I've never seen people laugh more than Shane Gillis, Tommy Pope, Chris O'Connor at Ari's barbecue 2 years ago. And
Legion of Skanks Light, I called them.
Diet Legion of Skanks.
Losers.
I
Dorks. Philly
told them
sucks. I'm sick of Philly's fucking cocky attitude. Philly sucks. It sucks. Fuck off.
They're coming out with a bazooka blast, though, aren't they?
What?
Philly comics. There was never an
They're all
influx
just doing
like
Shane
this.
impressions. Fuck off.
All of them?
All of them.
You heard
Every
it here
one of
first,
them.
everyone.
Even you, retroactively. You've been doing
me.
a Shane
I'm doing a
impression all
Shane.
these years.
What are you talking about, bro?
Dude, do Dave Attell like the rest of us.
Get back to doing Dave
What
Attell.
the fuck is going on? We're doing Shane? Do legends, fuck faces.
Shane's a living legend to Philly. They might put a statue of him outside of the stadium before they put one of Carson Wentz.
Dude, I say we tear down the Rocky statue and put up a Shane Gillis statue instead.
Just
That
put
would be a
Shane's-
real movement.
Just put Shane's fat head on the Rocky statue.
Can I tell you something?
That would be easier.
I don't think
It'll
that's so
save
much.
you money in fucking bronze.
I gotta say, that's not gonna be. Sirius XM's not gonna get behind that. But I think Legion's Kings can really get behind taking down the Rocky statue like Saddam Hussein and putting up a Shane Gillis.
Yeah, dude. We pull it down with ropes.
Yeah. Boo! False prophet! Boo! God damn it. We were talking before you guys came in. I went to both Metallica shows this weekend. With Pantera Friday with Jacob, Lou, Soder went. Those you were going to go. At one point you weren't able to.
Well, I was originally going to go because Bobby hit me up and he was like, dude, I'm bringing Max and Metallica, bring James, like that. And then I was like, dude, that's yes. I was like, they're best friends. They're going to do a big heavy metal concert. And fucking, that was that. And then it got turned into Big J divided the tickets. He did some divide and conquer narcissism shit.
Nope.
And he was going Bobby Saturday night, Lou Dog Friday night. I was like, fuck it, I'm out.
Jay goes, I have your ticket right here, and I'll give you a piece of it every time you laugh at my joke.
Dave.
Here's one piece.
Dave, would you go as far as to say right now you blindly believe what Lewis just said, or do you think that's not even close to what happened?
Well, do I want to go with the funnier answer? Or
Yes.
the funnier answer is yes, that's what happened. And then I thought I had a pretty good thing about cutting up the ticket and only giving people little pieces
little
of them
piece,
when
they
they
gotta
do
come
what you
together.
want.
I liked it.
But the honest answer is no, I think Lewis is probably exaggerating.
Exaggerating.
My perspective, what I saw.
Exaggerating is terrible. You saw Jay dividing tickets, not at all. Soder purchased all 10 tickets for the first
Dan
day.
Soder's the person to blame.
He's got a new podcast. He's making a lot of money. I mean, we got to
Of course he picked up the tickets. This guy's a multi-millionaire.
Poor Jay had to pull a favor from a band member. I'm sorry, dude. I'm trying. I'm here with you. I'm not going anywhere. I'll never leave.
You'll never leave
Nowhere
you.
to go.
I'm never leave unless I get on TV again. I might.
Bobby bought a house that he doesn't go to every week now to be on this show.
He goes. He just puts in 8 hours of round trip driving.
9.
He was retiring. He had a tiny house up in fucking New Hampshire.
You can't retire.
I had to
there.
get a more economically good car so I could make these fucking trips.
You have to get a Tesla or something.
I got a hybrid.
So, we all went Friday. Pantera was awesome.
Wait, what happened with Dan, though? The tickets.
Oh, Dan got 10 tickets that you and Max, or you and James were part of, and Bobby and Max were part of also.
Perfect.
Yeah, but we switched.
When I said I'm going to go on Sunday too, Bobby was like, "Oh, maybe I should go that one because that's better because Max is like an overnight
Max had an
or
overnight
something."
camp, and we'd have to take him out the last overnight and blah blah blah. And I thought
Bobby switched.
Five Finger Death Punch would be a better concert
And
for
Pantera?
Max.
Are you out of your fucking
For Max.
mind?
For Max. For Max. And Max likes Five Finger Death
I
Punch.
mean, Max is racist. So
Maybe he should have went to.
you should have went to Pantera, dude.
just to hear a speech. You know what I mean? Just to hear how it's done.
Did he do any racist speeches?
No, but we played him.
No, hold on.
We played him the other day on this show, but he's like, hang on.
No, I got this.
If
No.
it's okay to have Black Pride and okay to have
just love-
Spanish Pride, and usually the band's like,
Dude,
like, it's fine.
You know, sometimes I remember sometimes they say it's a black thing and you wouldn't understand. Well, tonight it's a white thing.
Yeah, we didn't even find that one.
Oh, dude, that's so great.
It's a black thing you wouldn't understand. Well, tonight's a white thing you wouldn't understand. Like, oh man.
Jesus, dude.
Never have I wanted to be white more than that speech. I was like, God damn it, dude. It's like Braveheart. That was amazing.
No one brings together Latinos like that since the Warriors guy.
Wow, dude.
Can you dig it?
It's like
I looked over at one point and Jacob was doing this, just biting his lip and nodding. Tell me when to make a move, Phil. So Bobby switched over to Sunday
Sunday night.
because that was the thing. I had a hookup
Yep.
for
Yeah, Dan Soder, we know.
no.
No, he doesn't have the hookup
This was
anymore.
Sunday. Yesterday was my hookup Sunday.
Okay.
Good hookup.
Good hookup.
Hookup goes, get you in the snake pit. 4 people in the snake pit.
This is a month.
What is the snake
This is a month ago.
What's the snake pit?
So the snake pit, the way Metallica's stage is.
I mean, you should also give context because
We're not good at that.
No. The listeners know what the snake pit is. It's been talked about.
We've said Snake Pit 70 million times in the last month.
that's what I call my gym at home.
Snake pit.
I'd call it the
I
snake
don't mind that.
Yeah.
I like that. That works for you. Their stage is just a giant circle in the center of the stage, but it's open in the middle. It's just ramp that goes in a circle as their whole
So
stage.
you can be in the snake
You
pit.
can be in
That's
the
the
snake pit.
Inside the Snake Pit.
So that's where Max and Bobby were?
$1,000 tickets.
I've taken pictures from the snake pit before when I've gone in there. It's pretty awesome.
That's inside the Snake Pit. So everybody else on the outside, you're on the inside.
I didn't take any pictures last night, but I've taken pictures where it looks like I could touch James Hetfield's dick.
You know what maybe it's just me at this point in my life.
It is.
I don't want to be in that fucking snake pit.
Go ahead, Lewis. Where would you rather be, dude?
I'd rather be fucking up in the stands Just
Okay.
fucking doing my thing.
Okay, it's great,
Can't rape in that snake pit.
buddy. Listen, I
If it was a rape pit, I'd be right there. Can I get tickets to the rape pit? $1,000? I'll go.
You could have made it to Rape Pit though.
he goes, yeah. Well, you gotta go to a
Everywhere's
pit
a
bull.
rape pit when I'm there.
Yeah, you got to go to a Pitbull concert for that, buddy. So I hook up for 4 in the snake pit, and then who I hooked up, like, I've hung out with now, bunch, and he goes, they'll be waiting for it. He linked me up with security people who were going to make sure we get where we got to go. All right, I go to Will Call yesterday, get tickets. It's 4 tickets, seats.
Can I just give a little context before
Sure.
that needs to be said?
Please.
For the last month, I told Max we're going to Metallica,
And we're going to be in the snake pit.
but we're going to be in the Snake Pit. And I was showing him, we were watching like YouTube videos,
All right.
like late at night.
I've learned not to do this.
I was showing like videos on what the Snake Pit, with how they built it, the concept of the Snake Pit.
You gotta
like,
always look
all
for
the
the-
people in the snake, like how the views and all this
Bobby,
crazy
you gotta
stuff.
think of
The way it
worst
makes people
case-
feel?
You got to
Yeah.
think of the worst case scenario. Because you have to go, all right, what if these snake pit tickets fall through? Now the experience for him is not going to be as good. This would happen when I brought my family to Puerto Rico.
But hang on a second, that wouldn't happen because
couldn't.
Jay said we got Snake Pit.
This isn't Dan Soder. This is Big J.
true.
Shit that he says falls apart sometimes.
We don't know what fell apart.
So I think it's going to fall apart. From the context of what I'm hearing right now, my assumption is Max and Bobby are not in that snake pit. But I'll tell you what happened
Well,
in Puerto
maybe
Rico.
you're jumping the gun a bit,
Maybe I
buddy.
am.
We were driving to the place, and Max goes, "Dad, I'm a little nervous." I'm like, "Of what?" He goes, "Being in the Snake Pit, dude. This is going to be crazy." I'm like, "Dude, you're fine. This is $1,000 tickets, dude. Jay hooked us up. All the people in there are like special people. So you're in there." And I was like,
Retarded.
dude, I was like, "Yeah, that's all handicaps." I was like, "It's for special people only, dude, and you're a part of that."
Jay knows the band.
Jay
He's
knows
friends
the
band.
band.
That's just why
Yeah.
this happened.
Which band hooked you up? Five Finger?
Yep.
We don't want to. We don't want to.
So you don't want to give the name?
No,
Or it could have been anyone.
it was
Could've been
anybody.
anyone.
It wasn't Metallica. I know that Jay doesn't know Metallica, so I want all the fans to know that it
That's
wasn't.
not true.
It was not Metallica.
That's not true. You don't know who it is.
Could have been Ice Nine Kills.
That is possible.
Yeah, it could
Who
have
else
been.
opened, by the way?
Ice
it
Nine
Mammoth?
Kills.
Oh, okay.
Well, when I brought the family to Puerto Rico, me and James went on to like reviews of the hotel first, and I already booked the whole flight, like everything, like booked the flight, booked the hotel, fucking non-refundable because I would never get insurance on a trip
This
ever. in my
place
entire life.
sucks. They rape kids. They rape all the kids here.
The YouTube video was like a fat black family, and she was like, "Man, just you know what? It's nice, but the food ain't that good." And it was like literally like the whole time we were like, "Wait, the food's not that good." And then when we got there, James was like, "She was right, Dad. The food's not that good." Fucking bitch.
In the
Well,
mouth of babes.
we got there and we met Jay and Christine. We got food. We got a little tailgate thing. We got there. We tailgated. We're throwing the football around. It was epic. Then we walked up. I went over and got T-shirts for everybody outside right away. Let's just get this out of the way. Everybody gets a shirt.
Sick shirt.
Sick shirt. I got Max, a couple shirts, and then we went back. And I as we walked, they were over getting the tickets at the will call, and as we walked back, I saw Jay's face was not the same face.
This is not the face of someone who just got into the snake pit.
It was not. It was. He
It's
had.
4
Yeah.
fantastic tickets. Better than our seats, Jacob, the other day. Like lower, closer to but it was
Did you
seats.
say, I'm Big J. Ogerson, we have 4 tickets. It's for the Snake Pit.
No.
Did you try throwing out, I used to host a show with Dan Soder? See if that
Nope.
made a difference?
Didn't,
Did you
and
try
I'll
to?
tell you what.
Did you try to speak parcel tongue like Harry Potter? We like.
I don't know enough
we-
about Harry Potter to get the reference, but
We
I
got
put
it.
it together.
He speaks to snakes. It's parcel tongue.
I don't like that you kept going with this. Trying to squeeze the laugh out of us.
Your tickets are for section 34B.
I text the guy. Who's getting us hooked up. He's in a position where he's like,
He's like, I'm playing bass with Five Finger Death Punch right now. I can't talk. Dude, I'm the bassist for Five Finger Death Punch. I cannot have this conversation right now.
Jake, hold on 1 second. It's my solar coming out.
Now, meanwhile, Mike Feeney.
Oh no, he's in the snake pit.
Well, no.
Dude, if Mike
Mike-
Feeney's in the snake
hang
pit,
on.
I'll walk off this show right
Hang on
now.
a second.
What's up, losers? Catch you afterward.
Well, Mike Feeney calls us. He's like, hey, I'm going to get, I can't get snake pit. They're $1,000. I can't get the snake pit. We're like, well, we're on the snake pit. He's like, well, if I get on the floor, Jay's like, well, you know what I'll do? I'll put the bracelets on loose. I'll take one of them off Christine.
Oh,
and
he's
me,
planning on
and
scamming with other people for the snake pit.
We'll get you in the. We'll
he's
come
by
out.
himself.
We'll come out. He's by himself. We'll come out and get
This
you.
is karma.
So-
this was divine intervention because you were planning on stealing from Five Finger Death Punch and their generosity.
You don't disrespect
Keep
the
saying
pit.
5 Finger Death Punch.
It's not. Might have been Lars. But
James Hetfield himself.
James Hetfield.
well, so Feeney. As soon as I saw Jay's face, and Jay was like, "Yo, man," and Max is with me. And Max got a bag of T-shirts for me. and he goes, "Yo, man, there's no snake pick, there's no snake tickets in here." And Feeney smiled immediately.
Feeney loved it.
Oh yeah, because he had a band, he had a wristband to get on the floor.
Oh, so he had a better seat now than you guys.
Well, it was a different seat. Let's call
He
it
was
a
on the
different
floor.
seat. Let's call it a different
There
seat.
are no better or worse seats.
Is it
Louis.
more expensive and closer to the stage?
Sure.
Yeah.
No.
If you want to define it that way.
Significantly less expensive.
Really?
Yeah.
The floor?
Yeah, because it's like you could be, if you don't get there at 4 p.m. and get up against the thing, you're back, and it's it's a very high stage.
Yeah, I mean, our seats are.
I would stay on the floor.
Are
Personally.
you sure that the floor seats are less expensive than seats that are in the stands?
Absolutely, I
Yeah.
know we got face value on both.
It's like general admission. There's no. You just go
Yeah.
in and you walk around.
Yeah, but as I guess I
$1.50.
have the perspective of like a teenager. It's like I would only go for floor when I was a kid.
No, me too. Of course, if I could go floor, I would always do floor. I like yesterday, I could stay on the. It's fine for me, the floor, but like Max is also short.
Yeah.
He's a kid, so we have our.
I mean, dressed head to toe. Has a
KKK uniform.
head to toe.
very close. He had black. He had a vest on, a metal vest that a fan made. Metallica on the back, 5 Finger Death, Pantera patch, and the guy made him in Metallica writing Maximus hat. He bought an outfit for the snake pit.
He did.
He did. He fucking looked great.
He bought an outfit for the concert.
People were high.
He bought an outfit for the concert. No one buys an outfit for the section they're in.
It literally on the inside said snake pit. On the inside of the jacket, it said snake
pit.
Yeah, on the inside, it was embroidered. Snake pit only, and like people were high, like dude, great vest. And Max was on. Then Max slowly was like, "What?" And Jay was like, "Yeah, man." But Jay was like, "You know what? I'm gonna text him."
I text him.
Yeah, but Jay's not aggressive. Jay's trying to be nice. If it was me or you, I'd be like, "Dude,
You fucked me. You fucked me in front of my child.
yes."
Wait, Jay, there were no snake pit tickets, but there were some tickets, or did
There was there was
Okay.
4 tickets.
It was 4 tickets.
I'm dying to know where.
Seats. Good seats.
And there's not like any miscommunication here. He definitely told you were getting snake pit tickets.
Jay?
We're not. This show's not even over yet, guys.
No, I'm not.
You don't
I'm
even
just
know if we
asking.
end up in the snake pit.
Yeah,
I'm
you
just
don't-
asking
you
a
don't
question.
know.
Well, now I think they might.
I think that they don't.
Well,
I think they never make the snake pit.
well,
Well, wow, that's pretty pessimistic, dude.
You know what? I'm going to say I think they
pretty-
make. I'm going to say I think they make the snake pit because it would be weird if Jay just interrupted and goes, "You don't even know how the story ends. We might make it into the snake pit," and then just told
I'm
the
just gonna
rest of the
say.
story.
I'm
when
gonna
he knows
say
snake pit.
you do have gypsy blood in you, Lewis.
Yeah.
There is symptom, but no.
So you call the guy.
I text.
Text the guy.
Yeah. Well, tell me.
He's like, hey, I gotta like do something. So
Yeah, practice. I
so
gotta put my outfit on for the show I'm about
here's
to do.
the security guy.
It's just him on the Jumbotron texting Jay.
Here's a security guy you met yesterday. He'll get you taken care of.
Contacts for the listeners at the shows, because Jay got the people into his shows at the stand, and I got them tickets
So they owe
to
you.
the cellar. No, they don't owe us, but we got them in the night before. So I got them in at the cellar to see Attell for the late show, and they went to see Jay at the stand.
This is the security.
No, the
security,
the people, the security, everybody.
And they told you guys you couldn't go into the snake pit.
No, he said. I think he said the night before. Yeah. I actually asked you. I go, "How'd you do? Like, did you do all right?"
He bombed. It's like this was not a snake pit worthy
He
performance.
bombed us out of the snake pit.
Did pretty well.
Wow.
I did pretty well.
I think the night before he said
He also
to you-
saw me. I said, but I've
There's Maxie right there.
he came to a bunch of shows
Yeah.
I've done. So like,
But you were with him the night before, and he did say, "Seeing the snake pit."
seen a snake pit. I'm coming into the snake pit at one point. Is what he's going to be in there.
Yeah.
Great. This is awesome. Hey, security guy, like, text him. Okay, he's going to be able to get you walk into the snake pit. So
We have to walk into our seats now because the show's starting. Mike Feeney just goes straight right into the floor. We have to take a right, go up the escalator, and walk.
Well, Mike Feeney also has a snake-like body, so I feel like he could have just slithered
Into the
his
snake
way
pit?
into the snake
He
pit. Nobody
probably
would have
could've.
noticed.
Yeah. So we had to walk around like the whole stadium. So we had to leave. We had to go. We had a little walk to do.
Okay.
And as we're walking, Max is like, "Are we going to the snake pit?" I'm like, "No, we're going to."
Have you told him that you don't have snake pit tickets
No,
at this
because
point?
we do have we
we're on our way
to our seats.
setting up our snake pit
Yeah,
journey.
We're going to our seat, and Jay's texting the guy, and he's waiting for a text back. We get to our seat, and Jay gets a text back from the security guy.
It's just all S's. What does this mean?
I don't understand your text.
If you belong in the snake pit, you'll know.
It's directions.
It's directions.
There's directions in the snake pit.
We get to our seats. The seats are great, by the way. The seats are right there. 50-yard line, center, straight shot to the. We're sitting right behind Henzo Gracie,
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
which is
He
nuts.
trains a couple people.
Well, he
in
trained-
Metallica and
Yeah.
Five Finger.
Yeah, the guitarist for Five Finger, and Max trains with
Your
Igor.
guy?
I don't know the
No.
guitarist from Five Finger. Well, I mean, I toured with them before,
So
but no, I don't know him like that.
So I introduced myself. Hey, Max, my son here, Max trains with Igor Gracie. And he's like, oh, and he flips out. You know, he loses his mind. He starts talking to Max. He's like, come down and train in the city. And it's great. And he takes a picture with Max, sweetest guy ever, which was great. The seats were great. And then the security guy texts Jay, and Jay's like, got you.
Where are you at? Tell him our section. I'll meet you wherever you need. Meet me at the bottom, like right by the stairs of the section, right by the floor. Great. We go down there. There's a guy, overzealous old man
Security
at the thing right away who's doing like the no. I go, no, I know. I just like, we're waiting here. Like someone's coming.
But we got up like we're stars, we're special. We got up and started walking straight down, ran into this asshole. Now we're just standing in the way, and then he does, you got to sit down. So now we have to sit in other people's seats,
Yeah.
waiting. You know what I mean? So we got up, and people look at us like, who are they? And then we sat back down. Oh, they're nobody.
It's already just horrible.
Oh, they're actually nobody because they just got shut down by a 72-year-old fucking asshole from Union City. And so we had to sit back down, and we're all
Is
kinda
this
like-
just killing you at this point when you're
No,
just
because
sitting back down?
then the guy
No?
shows
Come
up.
and get us.
Then the guy comes.
The guy, we see him. Christine points him out. I'm like, oh, yeah. And he sees us. He's like, yeah. He comes up the little thing. He goes to the guy. Of course, that guy's doing his job. So he's like, yeah, I got him. I'm like escorting these down. Feeney's fine at that point because he has a wristband on.
Yeah.
So he
So
just
Feeney's
goes-
with you guys.
He just came up for that, like, to see if we can like walk in.
Feeney can
altogether.
go up and down. We have
Yeah.
we can't go up and
Can't go
down.
up and down.
We need an escort
Because you
we
have
don't-
more expensive, better seats.
well,
And we
they're-
need wristbands.
They're, they're
You-
different.
Your better seats did not enable you the same access that Mike Feeney should have taken.
No, they did.
So I just want to make sure.
They did with an escort. We needed an escort.
You needed a- all right.
Yeah.
I will say we have zero passes of any kind.
Jay hates the fact that I'm perceiving as Mike Feeney being in a better position.
We see
Guy's been doing it longer than you.
we go. That guy's fine. You know, he's like showing his like backstage pass and stuff and tour pass. He's like, yeah, man. All right. Then there's the guy who has to. Then there's an orange shirt guy who's got to look at the thing too. And I see him like talking with that guy over and over. And he's like, and the guy seems to be arguing with him. And he's like, he's showing his passes again. He's like,
Go in your head right now because I'm the same guy as you in a lot of regards. At this point, you're going, I don't care enough about the fucking snake pit. Please stop making me be a part of all of this awkward fucking interaction. Either I'm in the snake pit or I'm not. Just don't make me do
because
this.
it starts like such a cool thing when it's like, oh, I got to hook up. We're gonna get these great things, and then every time you have to sit there, I'm already feeling like an asshole just in this story. While someone's like, no, but look at the pink badge. I have a blue badge too.
I've also sent text at this point saying a thing that goes, and by the way, dude, if it's like a thing, we're great. We're great where we're at. Don't worry about it. You know what I mean? Like, I know it's like a big night.
I never heard that part of it.
Yeah, I read all these. I read all these out loud to you. Every one of these I read out loud to
For
you.
funny sense, I'm just trying to be funny. Jay, hang on one sec.
Yeah.
For the funny part,
There's
I've
nothing
never heard
funny
this.
about this.
To you, but to us.
So then,
But, by the way,
pain in the ass
I
guy.
don't think they're getting in the snake pit right now.
Well,
I'm back on that.
You don't know that because
You don't know
Max actually said to me, he goes, "Are we going to the snake pit?" I go, "We're headed there right now." Jay's,
We're there, buddy.
We're going right
This
now.
guy's being a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Real big. And then
So
the guy
this
shows back.
72-year-old is now giving pushback to your security guy.
No, there's a
No,
different
no,
pain
no.
in the
We're
ass.
past that guy. I
They
mean,
got
but
past the old
we're
man.
past him. But 2 feet. He's like top of the steps, and the other guy's like on
Close
the
enough
steps.
that the 72-year-old could like yell over and be like, "I told you they were no good."
Yeah.
He wouldn't have to yell over. He could be like, watch. You could touch him and say that's no. They're right next, like behind each other.
72-year-old is level 1. Now you guys are on level 2.
Yeah.
Where it's a little bit harder.
She goes, "If you lose to him, you have to come back and fight me again."
Seem like the guys who like pick up the garbage or something.
Yeah, the second guy was just he had like
He was
heart
a pain in the
disease.
ass. He was a pain in the ass.
He's not going to be around. He's not going to be here next year.
No. So we get but then he goes, oh, all right. Well, he kind of throws his arms up at it and moves out of our way. He goes, enjoy.
Yep.
And we're like, yo, nice.
Finally.
And we all walk onto the floor.
Then, okay, the third guy's a giant snake. Now you have to beat him before you get it.
He's shooting fireballs at us.
It's the lady who's giving the golden child her things.
I've got the snake.
Yeah, I want the knife. So we start walking, and I start walking towards what I would presume to be the entrance to the snake pit direction. And he kind of taps my shoulder, and there's music blaring. It's very loud. So he has to get, so I'm the only one who hears this. As he gets very close to me, he goes, hey, they said you need wristbands to get in the down here or the snake pit, and I don't have wristbands. And I was like, okay. He goes, so I can't get in the snake pit.
Just like, I happen to be wearing 8 wristbands.
I go, okay. He goes, but you guys can like be down here on the floor. And I was like, but like if we go up, like if we go back to the seats at all, like we can't come back down. He's like, right. I was like, oh, okay. He goes, just hit me up and like I'll come get you again if you guys go up and want to come
do
back
that
down.
all again.
Yeah, to do it all again.
Just to not get in the snake pit.
Yeah.
For less expensive seats, apparently.
Yeah. Yes.
So this guy could walk you to your less expensive seats? All right.
Well,
checks out.
So we're standing
Standing.
down on the floor. We get a little bit close.
Yeah.
Thank God, and Bobby's going to try to deny this, but thank God that when Max got like up where we would like stand, which would have been about like snake pit equivalent, like circumference.
Yeah.
Of the
Stop trying to fucking make it like
It was snake pit equivalent.
It was
I'll tell
basically
you
the
that.
snake pit.
Didn't change the energy of this young man. I'll tell you that.
oh,
But I'll
yeah.
tell you this.
Oh, it changed Max's energy.
No, I said that young man. I'm talking about Max.
No, yeah, well.
It did change the energy because then he goes. Bobby says it was his heart that was destroyed.
No.
That made it feel this way.
Don't get there yet. We're not there yet.
But
we're not there yet.
But when we're standing
We're
there,
not there yet.
Max goes.
Max still has hope at this point.
Oh, no.
Max goes. Oh, he goes. Well, he tells Bobby, he goes, he wants to see. So can they go back to the seats? So we're like,
Oh, no, that's not true. He wants to go up front to where
Oh, correct,
he
right.
wants to go up front. And it's too much. There's too many
Bodies
to
pressing.
get through. I can't. I go.
It's like you're chancing he die.
So I go, let's go back to the seats. We can see up there. He goes, I don't want to do that. I want to get up there. I want to go up there. And then I go, well, we can see better up there. I'm trying to, because you just manipulate your kid. You just tell him. And I'm like, we can go up there and sit down. And then he goes, well, how do we get into the snake pit? And I was like, I don't know if that's going to happen, buddy.
That hurt me. The words you just said just hurt me. Thinking about the level of disappointment in this little
It gets worse.
Oh no.
he would have been no closer in the snake pit.
Jay is too used to dealing with Christine.
Same death-defying situation in the snake pit if up against the gate if you're not in the snake pit.
Jay is too used to disappointing Christine and her just getting over it quick and using drugs. Okay? Yeah, not a 10-year-old with his whole world in front of him.
So we go back up.
Still believes in people and things happening.
We go back up. We have to go by the security guard again. Now we're up there. We're there. We have to get. We're in our seats and we sit down, and we're jamming. But you see, I can see Max's. He's having a good time. He's having a good time because there's still hope. I like. Look, we're just waiting to see.
Right. So I'm like, okay. When it's the moment of the show where the person is gonna like reach out to me.
Yeah.
And he's not busy anymore.
And gonna be like, hey, remember we're watching. Where are you at? Look, I'm looking for you. I'm coming in there now. Oh yeah, he said he wasn't able to get us in there, so no worries or whatever. And figure maybe you'll get the like, oh shit, hang on, let me get on that and figure that out.
Yeah.
Okay, riding high. I understand that. We go
back down.
We go back down
to the floor because now.
No, the guy. I'm telling you, we did miss our one moment of possibly this happening, because when he. After that, the one guy who gave the hardest time to get on the floor the first time, past the old man, was never there again. It was a guy who, I don't know if he recognized us, or is that what it was? Because he kept being like, I saw you down here, man. Go ahead.
Yeah, he knew.
Go ahead.
He was cool.
So he would let
he
us,
said go snake pit.
No.
Floor.
Floor.
He would let us on and off the floor.
Getting excited for you guys.
We could
Wait, so you go up to the seats, you come back down. The
we
guy
go-
who was giving you a hard time isn't there, so you're just allowed back on the floor.
We go back
But
up
you're
to our
still not-
seats.
But you're still not in the snake pit.
But our plan is to come back down because the person who's going to meet us in the snake pit is going to be done, and we'll.
So now, okay, I
hey,
understand.
we can text. Hey, dude, we're out here.
You
Well,
guys-
come here.
You guys went down,
Snake pit adjacent.
assuming that
Snake pit adjacent.
assuming that this guy was going to answer Jay's text
At some point.
and you're like, guys, we want to be pretty close to the snake pit when he answers this text.
Right. Yes. That is the thinking behind this. So we go back down.
At
Max,
this point, does Max think he's going down into the snake
he
pit
100%
again?
thinks we're
So you
going
got
to.
his hopes up
Borderline
again?
abuse what you're doing to
But
this
why
kid.
wouldn't
Just
you-
fucking let him settle into the seats.
But
Well-
wouldn't you at least at this point
well-
be like, hey, buddy, be prepared for that we may not get in the
Or
snake
I would
pit?
just say, we're
Well,
not getting in the snake pit,
I
and then
did-
a pleasant surprise if we got in the snake pit.
We did. I did prep him. Hey, man, it might not happen, but these are great seats, blah, blah, blah. But it's still. So then we go back down. Hey, we're going to go back down again.
Well, we go back down and go out like to the front
Yeah, in
area where everybody
between.
kind of hangs
There's-
between
There's like a half,
bands.
what was it, like 40 minutes or something?
Yeah,
So-
close, maybe like an hour almost. But like it was,
Yeah.
we went outside and we were just kind of. But at one point, Bobby and Max break off.
Well, Max says to
I'm
me.
almost like looking like I want to keep looking over at him. I go, is Bobby like mad at Max, or did Max do something, or is he saying something, whatever?
Well,
I didn't realize
let me
Max
tell-
was giving Bobby a talking
let,
to.
let me tell you what happened, because I didn't even tell Jay what happened, because I wanted to save it.
You can't keep making promises, old man.
No. Max.
It's about communication.
Max said to me, he goes, Dad, can I talk to you for a second? And I go, of course, buddy. And he brings me over to the side. He goes, Dad, this hurts.
Oh, man.
No.
He goes, it hurts. I go, what? He goes, dude, we're not going to get in the snake pit. And it just sucks.
Why'd you show him a video of it being built?
You
the
said
history of Snake Pit.
You said we're getting in the snake pit. You said snake pit 900 times to me. You said snake pit to Max.
You said it on the air for a
You
month
said snake pit 5 times
I've
a
sent
day.
you pictures of other Metallica concerts, Snake Pit, and then drew an arrow pointing to the area that is Snake Pit. I did. By the way, I swear to God, I did that. Remember?
I have it on my phone. I showed Max. I go, we're going to be right here. He said, Dad, it hurts. I go, and then he pointed to his chest stomach.
That's where the soul is. Right there. He pointed right to the soul.
That's why they call it a solarplex.
Dude, that was good. I almost teared up. Because I almost called my real father, who I haven't talked to in 30 years, and said, look, I know we don't really have a thing. Can you help me right now? Because I don't know what the fuck to say to this kid. And I was like, listen, man. I go, look, man, our seats are great. He goes, seats are great. I don't want you to think I'm not appreciative. I really think the seats are great. But you said we were getting in the snake pit, man. I thought we were getting in the snake pit. I go, yeah, but the snake pit, you really can't see. You know, he goes, yeah, but I can see. I could see. And I was like, listen, man, I know it's disappointing. And it hurts me too. Because to be honest, I was kind of bummed out. We were all bummed out.
Big J has hurt everyone today.
So
the story's not over yet, Lewis.
And I said to him, I go, listen, man.
Let's remember, the guy hasn't texted me back yet.
Okay, this is where we're at in the story. You guys are waiting.
I really hope Jay is just setting me up for he doesn't get in the snake pit at all this whole time. But I mean, for
this
little
is a great
Max's
story, 'cause I'll
sake.
tell you right now, because I have no idea whether or not you guys get in the snake pit. This is a great way to tell a story.
I don't know if Bobby's lost custody of Max. I don't know how this thing ends. I don't know where this is going.
Well, Max, I mean, he's really hurting. Like, I feel bad. But he's hurting and, like, he understands. He goes, I go, listen, Big J feels bad enough. You know, he got us these tickets. And I go, Big J, really, I don't want you to. He goes, no, Dad, I don't want Big J to feel bad at all. He's like, I really appreciate all this. I don't want you to think I don't. I just don't know how to get rid of the pain. I was like, holy shit. This sucks. This is like my childhood.
Yeah.
And
like time heals, Bubba. You need about 30 years.
And so I was like, listen, man, we're gonna go back up. We're gonna go in. We're gonna see the show. It's gonna be awesome. We might. You don't know. The guy might call back. But if we get in the snake pit or not,
no,
we're gonna have.
The guy's going to message me. That's for sure.
Jay keeps checking his phone. You can see Jay taking his phone out of his pocket every couple of seconds and looking
like a
down.
chick.
He's going to message me. Well, the one part again too.
So
we're out front hanging out.
Yeah.
Now we're going to go back to our seats.
This is the
now we can't go back onto the floor from that side of the
Feeney
stage.
can.
Feeney
goes straight in.
And we have to go up our
Feeney's
giant.
shitty tickets give him access to everything.
He goes right
He
in.
immediately walks right in.
Feeney's playing with Metallica at this point. That's how bad his tickets are.
I have to take Sad Max back up an escalator and walk around, 3
half
football,
stadium. Half stadium.
the whole half stadium. We have to walk through the crowd to get back to our seats.
Yeah. Great seats.
Great seats.
Feeney's tickets come with a magic carpet to carry him all around the
He
stadium.
can stand wherever he wants. Oh, before I even get to how this ends, because I know everyone's against me right now, let's say this.
I'm rooting for you. I'm rooting for Max.
When we went on the floor one
Do you think
time,
I want Max to be hurting?
when we went into the floor at one point, the floor seats. I know. We got to finish it, Jacob. When we got into the floor seats, or we were down on the floor at one point, a couple guys came up to us. There's one group of guys who didn't know me at all. In fact, asked me to take a picture of him with Bobby and Max and their guys.
I think it was. I said, "That's Big J Okerson," and they went, "Who?"
They did. I swear to you. When he handed me the camera to take the picture, he goes, "Dude, that's Big J Okerson." He goes, "Huh?"
Yeah.
And I go, I'll take the picture. I took the picture. They bullshit about. They tell him he's great. He's telling his buddy. He goes, Bobby Kelly's one of the funniest dudes in the world, and this and that. Then they go up. What the stage has is 4
VIP.
just 4 big podiums on like 4 corners of the stadium, which are elevated and have like a bunch of seats. You know what I'm talking about, Jacob? Where it's like lighting. It's where the posts for the video cameras are, or the video screens. And people were sitting there. Those guys walked right in there. I go, Bobby, these guys love you so much. Why don't you ask if we can get up onto that platform? You don't need seats. You can just stand there. Bobby, what do you mean? He panicked. He panicked his way out of it.
No, because I didn't get them tickets to the cellar the night before.
Yeah, but they love you.
I'm not going to say, hey.
You could have jokingly been like, shit, hey, man, we got to get up there, man.
Yeah.
And maybe you'd be like, oh, okay, I'll walk you up there.
That would have felt good when they said we can't.
Well,
and I would have hurt Max again.
Let me tell you what does feel good.
Those are seats you can't go to too, Max.
Lewis, how about I tell you what does feel good?
Uh-oh.
We walk all the way halfway around the stadium, get back to our seats. My guy texts me. He goes, sorry, dude, we had to split.
Oh man, I was really rooting for you. I was so rooting for you guys to get in that snake pit. So you really had me one back. That Max was everything's gonna be okay, little buddy.
But one good thing did happen. Henzo turned around
choked out Max. Heads up, no.
You must learn defense, young man.
He turned around and he saw Max's shirt. He had a Miz shirt on that says "I have huge balls," and he took a big video. He goes, "Come here, take a video with me." He took a big video, and then he turned to me and he was like showing me the phone. I was like trying to put my phone number because I thought he was trying to text it to me, and then he kept pulling the phone away, and I was like, "No. All right, 917." And I was giving him my number. He goes, "No," and he showed me the phone. He took a video of him and Max and sent it to the lead singer of Metallica.
That wouldn't happen in the snake pit. That wouldn't have happened in the snake pit.
Yeah.
And the lead singer of Metallica went,
Who the fuck are these people?
Block. I thought I blocked this guy. I don't want to take karate, dude. It's no karate. It's jiu-jitsu. I don't want to do it.
Yeah. And then we made Max leave early.
Oh, jeez.
We didn't make Max leave early. We went back on the floor, which was a problem the last time again. Now we had to get through 72, who was putting his foot down now.
Ooh, you boys want to rumble again?
And I'm like, I think Bobby's yelling Max is sick.
I did. I go,
he's yelling Max. I go, we just want to walk across the floor so we can go out to the parking lot quick if it's cool, man, please. And they were finally like, all right, man, all right. And then we went, we met Feeney, we watched Enter Sandman from like right by the exit. And then we
"Oh, so your boys didn't have enough, did you?"
Oh, you're not finished yet, hey?
But Max had a blast. We wound up having a great time. The seats were fantastic. And
damn, dude, so funny.
He did have a
The
good
funniest thing is, this is actually pretty funny. A nice little button on the story. The guy reached out to me today. He goes, dude, stayed in town.
He's like, "Snake pit right now."
Swear to God, he goes, stayed in town an extra night. Wanted to see if you and your lady wanted to grab some dinner with me and the security guy and his lady. And I was like, well, actually, dude, I go, I know you're a huge comedy fan. I go, I'm doing the live podcast tonight at the Stand and stuff. And if you want to come to that, he goes, oh, yeah, I thought maybe hitting some comedy tonight. And I go, nice. He writes back, he goes, dinner's at like 7 o'clock, so we're not going to make that podcast. But think you can grab me some tickets for that 10 o'clock at the Cellar?
No.
And I did.
You did?
Of course I did.
Dude, I would literally have told him yes, and then I would have let him show up and not have tickets for
Yeah.
him.
I would have sent Liz out going, "Who the fuck are you?"
Do not.
I'd like just tell Liz you're sitting in the snake pit.
Yeah, the snake pit outside.
Tell Liz you, yeah, I believe I have passed the stingers. I don't see your wristband.
I would have sent them a video of Max giving him the finger.
That was so funny. I don't have wristbands at all. So, like, if we go up to our seats, we won't be able to come back down. He goes, yes.
I heard.
But I'll tell you what, they played Unforgiven, and that was off the set list.
They played "Do Not Enter Sandman."
But yeah, and you know, you guys all here know my personality very well. Know like that 50 times during the concert, I'm like, for whom the bell tolls, Max.
Max is just crying, holding his stomach.
Yeah, that's what Bobby leaned over me at one point. He goes, Max, okay? He goes, his stomach hurts, but he doesn't know why. I go, what?
It's emotions.
Oh, and then every time you have to talk to somebody, it's so loud, you have to like really get in their face. And then Bobby offered me gum, and had lost all my confidence ever since. I'm just carrying gum now.
Your breath stinks.
It definitely did, because Bobby, I talked to him at one point, and he offered me and Christine gum immediately.
No, it's just here's the problem: is Metallica fans are so old. People are walking around with like full meals during the concert. It's like the fuck, they come down with chicken fingers and fries and onion rings and condiments. It's like, are we at a metal show or are we fucking?
It's so funny to watch like music get away from us. Like I went to a Glassjaw concert, like, which is like a hardcore band when I was like in high school, and it's like everyone there is we're all 40-year-olds, like that's the audience, right? But we're like sitting there like singing along with these really emotional lyrics about some girl that broke our heart. It's like, what the fuck am I doing? I'm a man.
Dude, I'll talk about that. We have to take a break. We'll be right back. We're hanging out with the boys, everybody, from the Legion of Skanks. Louis J. Gomez and Dave Smith. The three of us are going to be on tour this weekend, August 10th through the 12th in New Hampshire, Boston, and Connecticut. Get tickets at bigjcomedy.com. You can get them at lewisofskanks.com. You can get them at comediandavesmith.com. comicdavesmith.com. Yeah, check us out, man. We have a fucking fantastic show planned. Fun guests. Robert Kelly is going to be in Rutherford, New Jersey.
Bobby's going to be on the Thursday show. You should say that.
Okay. We were trying to like
You're an
make
asshole.
it a thing. We're gonna Bobby surprise.
You're just an asshole.
We are not sold out yet. Bobby will be there. Bonfire fans, buy tickets. Buy tickets now.
Bobby's
Right
gonna
now.
be there.
Thursday night, I'm surprised. You're an asshole.
I know.
You know what?
Surprise.
I'll tell you what.
Buy those tickets.
He's doing the right thing. Bobby Kelly's gonna be there. We're still selling tickets, so
Yeah. Yeah, we're still selling tickets. I'll be there. So would you need to sell 20 more tickets?
Robert
Yes,
goes-
yes,
he goes,
Bobby. The answer is yes.
yeah, we're gonna
20
call it,
wouldn't hurt.
He goes, we're gonna call it Kelly's Corner. Where's Kelly's Corner? Bobby is gonna be himself in Rutherford, New Jersey on Saturday, September 23rd. After that, Skankfest, Vegas, Rochester, a bunch of other things. But
Yeah,
Christine left.
RobertKellyLive.com. Go for all my tickets. And go to BigJComedy.com for all his tickets. He's going to be in Florida, Indianapolis, everywhere, Tulsa. So go check him out. We'll be right back. It's the Bonfire.
And now back to the Bonfire with Big J. Okerson and Robert Kelly.
Great. Just a great show, though. God damn it. That was awesome.
Oh, sorry. Max is calling in. He's at the top of the Empire State Building. He says he's going to
What? I got to go.
All right. I did what I could, everybody.
I mean, here's the thing with you. You're so nice.
Yeah,
Like
don't
if
blame
I was,
yourself. It's not your fault. It's Bobby's fault for believing you'd come through.
if I was in your position, though, I would have texted differently. I would have been like, dude, my kid's out here. You were going to the snake pit. You said snake pit.
I've been burdened by dealing with people where it's not going smoothly, like getting in places that I'm at or doing, or big, whether it's be oddball or something like that, and like I wear that. I'm almost just like I've almost had the same thing where it's like there weren't passes with the tickets, man. Like please, dude. I mean, wasn't that happening almost the first night in Queens?
Well, that was kind of a.
No, it was a mistake for sure on their own. This was a mistake.
Did you fix it?
Oh,
Did I
yeah,
fix
for like
it?
25 people.
You did. That was great of you. That was awesome. So you did take care of it. Huh,
Yeah, it was
there
like
you
no
go.
passes with some of them, and some of them did have passes.
So you got
and all,
everybody.
but-
You got everybody passes.
Figured it out.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, but I didn't just play MetLife Stadium.
It's relative.
Is it though?
Yes.
Is
To,
it
to
though?
us, right?
It's the Bonfire. We're hanging out with Legion of Skanks,
That's
Louis
right.
J. Gomez, Dave Smith.
It was a
Both
great
these
time.
guys on the road themselves. Or you're not doing much more, right?
Got a couple more dates. We're doing a little run in the UK. Me, Dave, Zach and Mika, Robbie Bernstein. We're doing London and Amsterdam and Glasgow at the end of October. And a couple other things, but I'm gearing up for a new tour in January.
Robbie was in here promoting.
Why do you have Manson lamps?
Manson lamps?
You haven't blinked since you came in the studio.
What are you talking about?
Oh, you look angry.
What are you talking about? I've been gaggling and cackling and fucking jibbing and jabbing. Get the fuck out of here. I've been so funny.
No, Lewis did
I
have
love
one.
Lewis.
Lewis had one old school Lewis outburst.
Oh, yeah,
downstairs
Dave.
before we
It
came up
happens
here.
because you know what it is?
It's such a weird thing to just walk. Me and Lewis, we're all just busier now. We all got kids and shit. And we
We're
don't
just
hang
older,
as much.
we're more mature. There's
But
a lot.
also, but I'm just saying we don't hang
daughter's
as
an
much
adult.
as we used to. Well, but
hang
you're
constantly,
busier.
you guys.
Well,
No,
you're
I'm joking.
busier
Yeah.
career-wise and shit. I got 2 little kids, so I don't hang. And but so Lewis was. I called him when I got off the train, and he was like, "Oh, I'm right here." So he grabbed me in his car, and then he was like, "Oh, I want to get something to eat." So we went to the halal guy's stand. We're just hanging out for a little bit. Everything's nice the whole time, just talking business and all that.
Which I say right now, there's not that much of a difference between the halal guy stand and all the other fucking shit street meat carts. But there's a line down the block just for this.
It's better.
It's $1 million card.
It's better.
It's better.
I actually
It's better.
talked to a cab driver last week about the halal. This one, and there's one
You're
up
so
there.
racist.
The one that
They don't know
pretends to be
about
them?
every halal thing.
No, I
Just
did.
any cab driver.
We were driving by, and I go, why the fuck is there a line? He's like, because of the meat. The spice in the meat, and the reason the meat is good because they drain the blood, so you can't get food poisoning
So it's
from
actually
that chicken
halal.
meat.
It's all
It's
halal.
much
Yeah,
better. It's much better than any other
And
stuff.
also
Much better,
the
yeah.
meat, we just had it just now. The meat is better than it was 20 years ago when I started going to that corner and grabbing it. They just, whatever
Well,
it
it's
is.
become a multi-million-dollar thing. They have restaurants everywhere. They're a huge thing.
Yeah,
but
but
anyway,
yeah.
so we're just having a
But
nice
on the
time.
next
We
corner,
eat
there's also another halal cart. They have
with
the same
well,
colors.
they put the same colors, and they say halal. It says like halal cart,
The original?
like in the same like font and everything. Anyway, they got a beef, those 2 guys. But so Lewis just literally
that was
just
a
came out
street
of
meat
nowhere.
joke. Beef, fuck
there you
yeah.
go.
Beef.
So it just out of nowhere. Lewis just has the bag, like we all put our garbage after we're done eating in a
little
bag.
context. We're now walking down from 53rd here, 49th Street.
And Lewis just
4
he
blocks.
goes
4 blocks.
if you know Lewis, 0 to 100. I just sitting there and he just goes, "Oh, there's just like not a garbage can anywhere here." Okay, and I went, "Oh yeah, I don't see a garbage can." And then the next thing I hear is Lewis just goes, "Why are there no garbage cans in this fucking city?" And I was like, "Holy shit, dude! Like, what the fuck is where he's screaming?" There's families with kids walking next
You
to
know
this
why.
psychopath, and
Because they want me to litter.
No.
they're
No,
for bombs.
'cause of
and shit.
bombs.
They were yeah.
Oh, I think it's the rats thing. I think they're trying to like have less.
Oh,
like,
maybe it's
outside
that.
trash.
No,
I don't fucking know. I always think it's a fucking terrorism issue.
Yeah, it's a terrorism thing. They
4
don't-
blocks, not a single
But then
garbage
Lewis
can.
just after this outburst, he just goes, "I'm fucking putting it down right here," and he just leaves it.
You littered?
And
Yeah, I
we
littered.
leave.
Such a Puerto Rican.
And it was just, and I was like, "Look, I have no problem with that. They have guys with garbage cans who come around regularly outside these buildings and throw shit out. It's like fine, but I go, why did you have to lose it when
Can
the
I tell you
solution
what
was
happened in my
put
head?
it down?"
So they're trying to take food off your son's plate.
No, I was over that.
They're trying to keep my boy out of the pit.
This is snake pepper.
You know, I do not like.
Garbage can.
Before I let you continue, because I want you to, I do want to say that I do hate that I believe Max for the rest of his life. When something like that he goes, got snake pitted.
It's a verb. It's a verb in our family.
She goes, hey, Max, so she didn't show up for the day of the wedding, huh? Yeah. He goes, yeah, I really got snake pitted on that one.
He goes, yeah, Gloria snake pitted me. I don't think we're seeing each other anymore.
Hey, what's wrong, Max? I'm in the pits. Snake pits.
Life's just the snake pits, you know what I mean? You get built up for a wonderful one, and it ends up just being good seats.
Well, it's going to prepare him for when his mom becomes a lesbian and leaves us.
No, I ended up it triggered me where I went like, oh, now I have to be an asshole and litter, and that's what made
You
it
didn't
wasn't.
have to.
You don't have to.
What was I gonna do? Carry garbage for the rest of
I
my
don't know, bring
life?
it into the building and throw it out
Yeah.
here. There were so many options.
Well, I'll tell you something. You wouldn't have been happier here. Maybe it was good you had that outburst a couple blocks away because there is no trash cans. In fact, what I will often do is just walk away from my trash outside downstairs because there's no trash can until you get to the hallway up here.
But there is a guy downstairs that will just pick up everything.
Yeah, we call him Trash Joe.
No, because I leave cigars downstairs in between. We take breaks, and they're just gone. And I hide them. I'll hide them in the bush.
The guy goes,
And
I don't
he'll-
like what he does. What sucks is when we're standing out there for like a half hour before the show, smoking butts, when the guy comes over and it's almost like he has to touch you to go like, sweep your butts into his little cart, and you're like, okay, man.
Passive aggressive dickhead.
Yeah, it's passive aggressive.
Dude, I used to just litter all the time. When I was a teenager, if I was in a car and I had McDonald's, I would just take my cup and just throw it out the window every time. Yeah. Every time.
I'm still a big.
By the way, everyone just silently agreed with me, but didn't want to also seem like assholes.
Not one of us agree with you. We just don't want you to flip out and yell at us.
I completely agree with you.
I'm a city kid. I didn't grow up driving, so I don't know.
Did you litter on the subway though?
Oh yeah, it's the subway. It's for dirty people.
I'm against littering 100%.
I know a lot of people. Christine's not super into litter. Well, I guess no one's super into it.
No, I think everyone. You
super
grow up.
She's very.
She wouldn't even get these matching littering tattoos with me.
I wouldn't litter.
I'll tell you who's not super stoked on litter. Christine. No, Christine's like
matching.
It like bothers her, and I think my ex-wife also had a thing with it too. But I am littering.
Litter, yeah, it bothers me too a little bit. If I see like a fucking black teenager just fucking throw something on the ground.
Well, it's like where you are, because in my town now, it would drive me nuts if I saw someone just littering. But that's because like no one litters, and it's nice.
No, I got that.
Here on the street when there's already garbage all over New York
I'm not talking
City,
about leaving a Wendy's thing or something like that. But if I have Wendy's or something like that, like a Wendy's bag or a fast food thing in a cup, when I get out of a car.
You'll throw it under your car.
Yes, sometimes I get proud of myself for getting the angle good when you go like, you go, whoa, you wouldn't even see that if you walked by my car.
That bothers me.
Dude,
when I see a Wendy's bag,
I've never admitted it as an adult.
I hate it.
I roll that bag up till I get a good grip on it. And
I'm not saying every time. I'm just saying like if I got a little bit of a buildup of trashola in my car and I'm getting out and I'm in an empty parking lot without anyone to judge me, I might get a little can under the car.
Oh, I'll feed 5. Christine constantly brings in water she doesn't finish in the car, and then it becomes room temperature and stagnant. So sometimes I just get out of the car and it just was boom, 2. I play a game. How many can I get? If I can get one, I wonder if I can get one to hit the curb across.
When I walk
on the other side.
If I walk by that trash, like coming through it with Max, and I'll be like, the idiot. An idiot did that. When I see a bag of trash that someone just left, I'm like, what a shit person.
Or a brilliant guy's got a clean car.
I would say the same thing, but then do it behind my son's back.
Yeah.
I hate it.
I'm not teaching him to be like me. I'm teaching him to be a good person, but...
I shake my head and can't believe when people pick their nose, but I'll pick my own nose.
Yeah.
I'll be like, how the fuck do you
flick
do
it
that?
in the room? I'll flick my booger in my own house. I'm going to have to clean that at one point. I'm going to have to find that booger, but here I am just flicking a booger across the room.
I do agree. There's nothing better than being alone in a room, flicking a booger and waiting for the sound. I do that. I do that. You know what? I'm going to start littering. I'm going to start having fun in life.
Oh, dude, let you open up your world to littering, dude. It's so rewarding. Getting rid of things I don't want.
We should all start getting everybody to litter.
That's like that Jordan Peterson concept, right? Just get it out of your car. Just fucking get it all.
When I drive away, when I drive away from
he
a
says
parking
clean
spot.
up your room, not litter all
throw
over
the garbage out your room window onto the street.
He meant emotional, inside, stupid.
Oh, open your heart to littering, Bobby. It's very liberating.
I'm gonna try.
When I drive a car away, you might see a half a bag of combos. Who knows what's under there? A diet iced tea of some sort.
I'm more concerned about your diet than your littering. What are you
car
eating?
snacks? It's car snacks. You're not going to bring upstairs.
He's only eating one bite of the Wendy's and he's throwing it out.
I remember just like kind of reminded me of like littering just as a kid, but it wasn't even littering. Like I remember one time I just walked past my neighbor's house. It wasn't even my neighbor. It was like another town over, like a nicer town, and like me and my friend just like walked by like a rose bush, like in front of this fucking man's house with his like old wife. And we're like, roses. And we started grabbing the roses off the bush. And these old white people were like, I mean, so mad. They were like, what the like they were, and we were like, shut up, you fucking old timey assholes. Get the fuck out. Like,
you can't own those. God gave those to you. You can't own the earth.
But now I think if I had a rose bush in front of my house,
I have a rose bush, and I would lose my
some
Puerto
Ricans came.
Well, first off, I'd be like, how did you get in this neighborhood?
There's a guard.
Yeah.
I
thought I moved far, far away from this young man.
Dude, I would fucking mow them down with a machine gun if they stole my roses.
Oh, I would be such a grumpy dad about it.
Yeah.
If anything like that, anyone mess with any of my plants, anyone littered like on my property.
It's not how you treat people.
There's a guy that walks around with a white, big fucking dog, and he's always on his phone. Never looks up.
Your neighborhood.
My neighborhood. Never looks up. Always looking down at his stupid phone. Doesn't even look at the dog. and there was dog shit on my front lawn for like a couple weeks. So I was waiting.
And you're sure it was him?
I saw him pull up with his dumb big white dog, and
I'm getting angry just hearing about this.
And I saw his dog do the little hunch and his little back leg shake, and I walked out, and he's on his phone, didn't even look, and I walked out. I go, hey, your dog's shitting on my. He goes, what? Huh? I go, the dog just shit. I go, pick it up, and he's like, well, how do you know it was me? I go, I saw you do it. It's still hot. Pick it up. I go, I gotta.
You see this? That's fresh.
I took
Fresh
a bite
shit,
out of
dude.
it. I go, I got a kid. I got a 5-year-old in the house that's gonna step in your dog shit when he plays on his front lawn.
His son is 10.
And no, this was a while ago.
Okay.
Do the math.
8 years ago.
He's inside preparing for the snake bit.
He goes, I don't have a bag, and I just took a bag and I go, here's a bag. I knew he wasn't gonna have a fucking
Well, that's
bag.
crazy.
Yeah, it's like, what are you doing out with your dog without a bag?
I took
Dude,
the bag and I gave him and I stood over him while he picked up the shit, and one of the pieces fell out, and he had to double scoop the shit. And
I used to get furious here when I lived on the Upper West Side here. There's just always be shit all up and down the block for dogs. People just let their dogs shit in the middle of the fucking sidewalk
Walk away.
and don't fucking clean it up. And the crazy thing to me is that it's not like we're like in the Upper West Side. It's like a nice area, and it's not like there were fucking people from the hood coming in and their dogs shitting there. It was happening every day.
It's young
like,
people.
It's you guys, but it's like, guys, we all live in like a nice area, and now I have to like stroll my daughter up and like veer around dog shit. Just bring him to the curb.
I had a guy
You should be
walk-
allowed to
Well,
murder people.
what is
who
the
do that.
etiquette with like? So this happened in my last house. It was a guy that would walk his dog just across my lawn every day. I watch him like instead of it being on the curb side, it was on my lawn side, and it's
So
like
on the sidewalk, but on your lawn
yes,
side?
you're on the sidewalk. You know, there's
Right.
the curb. There's on this side. There's grass, and then there's my lawn. So he's just walking his dog across my lawn to piss and shit. Even if he cleans it up, I'm still going like,
Nah,
just put him on
that's
the.
okay.
Is that okay?
If your dog shits,
I don't like doing that.
I don't think
he should be on the curb
I
side.
think he should not be walking his dog across
listen,
my lawn.
if your dog shits on my lawn, just pick it up. Curb your dog. That's it. Curb your fucking dog.
Is that what that means?
Yeah, that's what it means. I had a guy-
Curb stop this
I was
dog.
gonna say, I thought I meant put their face on the thing and just step on the back.
Bite the curb,
All right. Sorry, dog.
You fuck
Bite
with the
curb.
wrong. You fuck with the wrong bull, dog.
Oh my God, Jay just killed a black lab.
Tell you the method. This is what we do in Florida. It doesn't look cool. You look like an asshole.
Sure.
When you're walking your dog and they start to shit, you put the bag under their ass
Fuck that.
and they shit in your hand.
no
That's
chance.
what we do.
That's the grossest thing I've ever heard
Why?
in my life.
Why
That's
is it
crazy.
Why is it better than letting them shit and then?
Because it
know.
seems like you are subservient to a dog. It seems like he's like, catch my shit.
I still feel that way in any capacity of it,
He's
but
never-
I will
never
say
touches the lawn.
the reason I wouldn't do that is I don't want to feel that fresh heat.
You are,
it's
no
warm.
matter what.
Even when it's a little hot, yeah, I know, but it's still when it hits the ground, it already cools.
You
a
need
little
sometimes
bit.
you need- when I had a
you
dog-
need a little crust over it. I
Sport
needed to
would
crust
shit,
over it.
and every once in a while he would shit, and because I didn't groom him at all, he had like a lot of hair growing over his ass. So sometimes the shit would clump onto the hair and be hanging, and then I had to fucking go over with the bag and pull it off of his asshole. So I know exactly what it feels
I
like.
like my
I
shit
think
like
it's
lava. I need it to crust over a little bit
Pompeii.
and be
It's
a little
less
hot
work.
inside.
My
yeah.
work, my way is less work.
You're,
No, you have to stay
your way
squatted and
is-
catch
gotta
dog
squat.
shit.
You look like the dog is your master for sure.
Oh, you
But
look
it's
like the
easy-
master of this dog as you're catching shit out of his asshole, Jacob.
Come on, give me
Jacob.
some Dawkins. Give me a
Yeah,
nice big
that's
pile.
sexual. That seems sexual.
Also,
It's less
sometimes
work.
sometimes they fire diarrhea and all kinds of stuff. Yeah, you can't do that. Jay. That's a crazy
diarrhea, though,
solution.
I give you. If your dog diarrhea's okay.
Do you remember?
Your dog's sick. So.
Do you remember? Was it Travis Poston, our old friend Travis Poston? Guy used to do comedy years ago. One of my favorite jokes of his was, he goes, I started playing the guitar and I don't know how to write songs, so a guy told me just write about what you know. So I wrote a song called "The Puerto Ricans in My Neighborhood Don't Clean Up Their Dog Shit." They used to tickle me.
I had a guy come up with his dog, and as he was talking to me, his dog pissed on my leg.
It's something with dog. Also, people who have children. When,
Sport pissed on Lewis's leg.
but Lewis said this when Lewis. I think he used to have like bits about it and stuff too about like having when you have a child, it really changes like your emotions about a dog.
Oh yeah, I was
Like, kinda
like
what
your
the
dog
thing-
immediately. I said each of your pets get bumped down a level.
Yeah.
Like your dog becomes a cat, your cat becomes a gerbil, your gerbil becomes a goldfish.
Your wife becomes a mouse.
But I say it's funny because Christine, I see that like Christine's got more of a parental thing than me with Dawkins in the sense of Christine would absolutely let Dawkins
Shit in her mouth.
walk across. Yeah, walk across your lawn. You know what I mean? Like with the dog, and just think that she wouldn't even think twice about that. I like have, you know what I mean? I just kind of see, I'm like, no. I'm not going to let my dog shit on this person's. That's not how I'd want that to go.
Yeah, I mean, even if you're cleaning it up, it just seems sort of like disrespectful. Like I'm not like a fucking a litter pad for your fucking dog.
Where the fuck is dog supposed to go?
On the other side of the curb.
Where?
This isn't some litter pad. What is this, underneath Jay's car? Just tell your dog to shit there.
Yeah. Where the fuck is the dog? You walk the dog in the neighborhood. It shits where it's got to shit, and you pick it up, and it's gone.
Yeah, but there's a way to make the dog not shit on someone's
You know what
lawn.
you should have done? You should have told Max that Santa wasn't real right as soon as he found that he couldn't get into the snake pit.
I should have took care of everything. I'm not your dad, and Santa's not real, and you'll never get in the snake pit. And
Santa's
Jay
not
doesn't
real.
like us. Jay loves Dan, and he misses him.
Your mom's a tooth fairy.
Yeah.
Do you guys both think your sons don't know Santa isn't real?
I know my son does not know that Santa's not real.
My
you,
son.
I'll tell you
My
something.
son-
I asked Bobby last year because they were hanging out right before Christmas, and I was like, dude, I was like, does Max not believe in Santa? Because if Max doesn't believe in Santa, he's going to hang out with James and he's going to spill the beans. So I was like, if that's the case, just talk to Max and let him know that James still believes in Santa. And then Bobby goes, Max believes in Santa wholeheartedly. Like that was like
I think he does it now.
maybe
Gnome's kid came over for Christmas, and as he was leaving,
Gnome's
kid said, "Santa isn't real, and there's no God," and then he left.
Well, to the Jews, both of those things are true.
To the Jews, both those things are true.
He's like, tomorrow it's going to be sunny. The next day it's going to rain.
It was
Unless I change my mind.
Unless
And
you
you'll
know,
never make it in this business.
because Carla refused to. She was actually very upset that I did, which didn't make any sense. I told Isabella when she was 12 because I was even still a little taken. I was like, she hasn't heard this yet, and Carla's
12's old.
Carla did the same thing. Absolutely no, absolutely no. I told her that day, and she was like, yeah, no, I know. And I was like, how long have you known that? And she was like, a couple years, like at least. And I was like, well, why? That's why I was saying why you guys might say like they wholeheartedly believe is because when I asked her, she was older. She was like, oh, I think part of you kind of wants like, you don't want your mom to feel like you see like they want you to believe in it still for a while.
I agree.
Like at one point they feel like they're doing it for you too. It's like,
But
this is the little game we play, right?
I'm
every
sure
year.
I speak for all of us when I say this. Correct me if I'm wrong. Like we grew up so much faster than kids today grow up. The idea to me of being 10 and even kind of believing in anything like adults were talking about little kid shit to me like that would have just been absurd.
I never believed in Santa at
Like
all.
I always was. We were so like at that point, just like, yeah, come on.
I got
Fucking, like-
arrested at 10. for the
Yeah.
first time. I was literally in a jail cell.
At 11 years old was the first night that I hung out past midnight where I didn't tell my mom I was coming home, and I was just talking to a girl in the corner.
Yeah.
Next, like literally, our kids are a year away from the age where that shit, like that is, so, and there's no way.
You have a
First of
little-
all, my son's gay. Second of all,
I know. I can't wait till my son tops him. That'll be his Christmas present next year. A nice bashing
There's no Santa Claus
from
but
Snake
there
Pit
is
Matt.
this.
he's like, but there is something in your chimney. No, I don't think he like the way he talks about it is not like.
You can
Like
still
Santa's
terrify him
coming.
with it. You're like, looks like Santa's not going to come because you were bad. No.
I think Dave's right because Dawn's still, and I hate this tradition. It's her family's tradition. Santa's gifts aren't wrapped, and the gifts from us are wrapped.
That's dumb.
Well, it's kind
So
of
they
like,
don't unwrap the gift.
Why
for
wouldn't Santa wrap his
Because-
gifts? Santa's gifts in my household, Santa's gifts have way cooler wrapping because he has fucking elves that know how to wrap.
Yeah.
And I wrap my gifts
Yeah.
kind of shitty because
I
I'm
agree.
a fucking dad.
I agree.
And I do different handwriting from
I
Santa
agree.
and different handwriting
Yeah,
from
but
part seems unnecessary.
I don't get to date a different chick every Christmas. So I have the same chick every Christmas. So it's called a
You're
tradition.
putting on this fancy show every year for a new Mrs. Claus.
Yeah.
Yeah, they maybe not. Maybe he doesn't know, but someone's definitely tried to tell him already, and that's what you picture. I was going to tell Isabella because I go, it's at an age now where if she doesn't actually know. And she does believe in this. Like she's gonna look. No, she's gonna have like a problem. Someone's gonna make fun of her hard.
She's gonna be in the bathroom being jumped by kids as they punch her and say Santa's not real.
Yeah,
but I mean, she said
Christmas presents.
But it was funny when I said to her. She looked at me like, "Are you okay? Like, are you okay with this?"
I mean, look, he did bring up a few years ago that somebody in school said Santa wasn't real, and you address that, and I go, yeah. I was like, if you stop believing, Santa doesn't come, so Santa's not real for that kid. And James was like, yes, that makes sense. And then he went away with it, and that's.
Well, he knows that the tooth fairy isn't real because he had 2 teeth fall out in the last couple months, and he just got the money, and she kept leaving the teeth.
Oh.
Because Dawn's a lazy asshole and falls asleep early and doesn't get back up. So every morning he's like, yeah, she didn't come again. And he just has a tooth.
Also, what is he on heroin? Why is he losing so many teeth right now?
Yeah, he's doing meth. Yeah.
His teeth are the first thing to go.
Yeah.
Once their teeth are gone, problem solved.
Yeah. He, I think he knows though. Max knows.
I'm telling James. I think we're going on our father-son trip next week, and I think I'm going to tell him on the trip.
Jesus Christ!
To where?
No.
Costa Rica.
Don't tell him on the trip.
It's such a
You
strange
go to get
thing.
father-son discount on trans surgeries? Might as well. He goes, nothing's real, son. Gender, Santa.
Hey, James, you having the best time of your life? Yeah, Dad. Santa's not real. What's wrong with you?
Look at that waterfall.
Well, I always tell him,
God also isn't real, son.
at the end of the it's a miracle of life.
He goes, no, that is just a reflection of the water from the sun.
He goes, all one big accident, son.
Do you feel sad? Do you feel pain inside? Call Max.
Max knows pain inside.
No, I think I'm gonna.
There's no God. There's no Santa. There's no snake pit. That should be a shirt.
No God, no Santa, no snake pit.
That's it right there.
Hey Max, no God, no Santa,
No snake pit.
It's been a rough
That's pretty metal.
It's been a rough 2023.
You should have told Max it was more metal to be disappointed.
Yeah, well, he knows now.
Yeah.
You're not gonna write a song if you're in the snake pit at that age.
No.
Things are going too good.
I couldn't get to the snake pit.
That Metallica overlooked me.
My father's a major disappointment.
Is that James's song or mine?
It's a dual recording. They're like the Bacon Brothers of sad sons.
How would you go about telling James that there's no Santa?
I think, all right, on our father-son trip, I tell him every year that he could ask me one question and I'll answer it honestly, no matter what it is. And he's still too innocent. So he's like, what's your favorite color? I'm like, black. Let's go. And then...
Well, you said he just recently asked you if you were having sex with your chick.
Yeah,
What's the dirtiest thing you've done with your girlfriend?
I tell you what, Max said. We went over his house for a pool party. Max slept over something, and we're leaving. And he's in the car. Max goes, good for Lewis. I'm like, why? He goes, this one's a good one. I like this one.
No conversations, just saw her.
He goes, this one's hot.
I like the 10-year-old's wisdom. I just get a good feeling about this
Yeah.
chick.
She's hot. Everything else will work itself out.
I saw Max check her ass out, too.
Yeah.
You saw that?
Well, she wears a thong around the
Well-
kids. I got to tell her to stop.
Does she really?
No, do not tell her to stop.
Yeah, she does.
She wears a thong around the kids?
Well, for her
Doesn't
it's-
affect his
For
kid.
her, it's not a thong. It's
a bathing
like,
suit.
It's a bathing suit that kind of comes out of her ass, but it's like as thongy as you could fucking get without being a thong.
It's boner material.
And she
for
wears it
Max
in
and
front of the
James.
kids?
Yeah.
Max
Yeah, that's
actually
too much.
Max actually turned and watched her walk away.
Yeah.
And I was proud.
Dad, what's
James?
what's a clit ring?
James didn't look once.
Yeah. He's like, balls? Nope.
Yeah. He goes. He nut checked her once and then got sad. That was he found out there was a snake pit.
That's what I call her pussy, my snake pit.
Snake pit.
My snake pit.
Hey, I'm gonna get into the snake pit tonight. What do you say, hon? He goes, well, I can get you on the floor, but you can't go in. I'm on my period, so you can go to the floor, but you can't go exactly in.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna show
So if
him
he asks
liar,
you-
liar. I'm gonna
if
show
he
him,
asks you-
I don't think he's gonna ask me that, but I'm gonna show him liar, liar. And in that movie, there's a scene where I guess the rapid firing asking his dad like truths, like the little kid, and he's like blah blah blah. I was like, "Is Santa real?" And he's like, "No," like that. And I was like, "All right, that's the way we're gonna do it."
Just show him bad Santa. But that's
That's
It's
the
a
real
radar
Santa.
movie.
He's telling like this. Santa's fake. It's just shit.
Jacob, when did you find out Hanukkah was all bullshit based on lies?
No, Hanukkah's real.
8 days of lights, impossible. That's so. Now you always knew your parents get you the gifts in the Jewish religion, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no illusion about that. I
We
mean,
didn't
I
get gifts
I
either.
remember I did my mom did the tooth fairy thing.
Sure.
She used to like give me $1 for my teeth, but I don't think there was ever a time when I was under the impression that it wasn't my mother coming to do it. Like I never believed.
I never
some
believed it.
fucking
My
fairy
family was a
coming in
bunch
and
of like
giving it-
junkies and shit. So like they weren't good at like
A lot of people saying the source of whore cancer.
we like do such a good job at like creating the magic where I'm like we do the elf on a shelf shit. We do fucking everything. We like
Oh, if I was a kid, by the way, I've thought this since Isabella had one when she was younger. Oh, it would terrify me. I don't like that.
Yeah, I
'Cause
don't-
if
I
you,
don't
if you
like
do
that
it like
either.
the way they intend you to do it, is to move it when they sleep to somewhere else.
Yeah, but you always
but they
forget.
do something new. No, I don't.
Dawn forgets. I mean, literally,
I-
the stupid elf on the shelf didn't move once this year.
Oh,
Where
you
Max,
you just went over to it at one point and felt its arm and went.
If you
dead.
touch it, by the way,
You touch its neck.
just
you
No.
go,
throw him in the fire.
Jay, if you touch it with your fingers, it gets sick and has to go back to the North Pole. You can't touch it with your hands. You got to use tongs and spoons and shit. Like
Yeah,
you
we
can't
don't do
touch the
that.
elf, dude.
We don't do that.
So yeah, my elf moves every day, and there's times when the elf. Yeah.
Is that what they say?
Well, it's
You
not
can't touch
real.
it?
It's not
No, I know,
magic.
but
It's not
that's
real.
the story. They say you can't touch it.
Jay just fell for the whole thing. That's real? They do that? They have to go back to the North Pole now.
Carla wasn't moving the elf on the shelf.
Jay, it's fake.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
no.
we're not getting in the snake
He
pit.
goes, it's fake like everything. Jesus,
Snake
Hanukkah,
pit.
snake pit.
Yeah. Now, if you it was a couple times where I forgot to move it, and then you fuck. Every parent has done this. You go fuck. I forgot to move it, and then they're getting up, and then you run out to it, and you fucking distract them, and you throw it behind the couch, and then they go and find it behind the couch.
Yeah, we didn't do that. We just told Max that he didn't move. He just
You have
chilled.
the laziest elf on the shelf ever.
Yeah, our elf on the shelf was on heroin, and he had a
Puerto
problem.
Rican. It's a Puerto Rican elf on the shelf.
Don't they have like other ones, like a black one? It's like Leon on the ledge or something like that. But then they have like
It's
other.
a Snoop on a stoop.
What is it?
Snoop on a
stoop.
Oh, Snoop on a stoop.
That seems ridiculous.
That's stupid.
Coon on a broom.
Gee, Lewis.
What?
What are you doing?
What? You can't say that on series?
Oh, why on a broom?
It didn't even rhyme that well.
Why on a? What is a broom? What are you doing? I don't know. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know what I'm gonna do. So my
You're just
oldest
so
is
young.
4, so like she believes in Santa, but she also like believes that like like her toys have to go night before we go to bed. Like there's no kind of like. But I don't know exactly. I feel weird about almost like
Lying.
and
Yeah. I
keeping up
understand
this
that.
lie that at some point.
But this
is
is a
gonna
very,
be
like
disappointment.
Dave has a haircut and a libertarian perspective that feeds him this. This is a very like
well, it's not- it has
shouldn't
nothing
lie
to
to
do
your
with-
children and
No, it has nothing to do with that. Just like I don't know. It's just not something I was raised with, and I just feel a little bit weird about like continuing up to later ages, like just being dishonest.
right.
Like,
I
don't
agree.
know.
That's the
there's-
big thing that everyone's torn about, and then like you set your kid up for disappointment, and that's
Well,
that.
Max's knowing Santa isn't real is the least of his hurt feelings and disappointment this year.
Yeah.
He's got other things to deal with. So
What else?
Because I
is
used to
what
have a
else isn't
hilarious
real?
fat dad.
Yeah.
Now I got this skinny asshole around me.
that's fine. I dressed like Santa one year, and I got the outfit, and I told Dawn, I go, whatever, triple XL, get another XL. Because it's not going to fit. And she didn't listen. So I'm jamming myself into this, just fucking killing my self-esteem. Because I don't
Being
fit.
too fat for Santa.
I don't fit in Santa's outfit. And I remember Jim was there.
Notorious fat man.
Yeah, notorious. Norton was just laughing, taking video. And then I climbed up on the roof of my house. I got a ladder.
You're like, no, I'm going to kill myself. I'm not here to deliver presents.
I climbed up on the roof, and I came.
Really?
Yeah, and I was walking around.
At your heaviest?
At my heaviest.
It's a hell of a roof.
It was dangerous. I love my son. I would have done anything for him.
Except getting
Even come crashing through an attic,
I don't even.
putting them all in grave danger.
I have a ranch.
Okay.
And
So maybe just come right through the shingles themselves.
No, he's talking about dressing. He has just a big tub of ranch. Just dips his hand in it.
yeah, in case I fell, I would fall into the tub of ranch.
Oh, your dream.
Yeah, my dream.
I'm gonna make ranch angels, dude.
Dude, we
With
got
Santa.
a pool filled with ranch.
Dude, I'm a wing dude. Dude.
You leave Santa Claus cookies and ranch.
I remember I climbed up I put the stupid suit on, I climbed up on the roof, and then Juanita, Gnome's wife, comes out and she goes, "Who's in the backyard?" And she starts pointing at me on the fucking roof, and I'm yelling, "Get away!" And she's like, "Why is Bobby on the?" And she just fucking blew the whole thing.
Oh.
Yeah, what are you gonna do? She's married to a Jew.
I know we only have like a minute here left, but I'll tell you this, and I think you would have noticed this too. I think my garage is running a scammer on me.
Why?
What do you mean?
So what's great about this garage, they'll wash your car for you on a schedule if you want, which I love.
I'm going to do that this weekend.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
They also, what he does, if there's something like dinged up on the car or something at all, they get it taken care of.
They'll suck it out for you.
Decent price. No, not even that. They'll just he has a body shop that he goes to, and like they get us good prices. And one day it just shows back.
I didn't even
up.
know there were garages that do that.
Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
It's just one day it comes back fixed, But today he called us. He calls Christine. He loves calling Christine, the garage guy. But he calls Christine. He goes, "Hey, I'm going to send you a picture." He goes, "What happened to the car?" Like, what do you mean? And she's like, "What do you mean what happened to the car?" He goes, "There's like a new scratch. Like I can see if I can get it taken care of for you, but like."
Max did it. It said no snake pit. Scratch it into your car with a key.
Do you have the picture?
Yeah.
Are you bringing it up? Yeah, I was like, I think they're running a scam. I would have noticed this last night. This is fucking crazy.
Let's see how big of a scratch this is. Whoa!
Yeah, dude, they fucking
You
did
definitely would have noticed that.
that. Yeah, you didn't do that.
That's a crazy thing.
Oh, they did that.
He's like, it's like paint. And then that's the best part. I go, Jose, I don't know. Yeah, that's nuts.
Dude, they did
There's
that.
no chance you would not recognize
They
that.
did that. What
That's
is
where Bobby was sitting, though. Interesting. No,
Maybe Bobby tried to throw trash under the car and missed.
No, we all would have seen that yesterday. I think they're like, He goes, well, I don't know where that would happen. Down here, he goes, there's no paint down here. I go, the place is covered in paint. There's paint right there. There's paint on everything in this place. So I don't know. That's a bummer.
They sent it though.
Is that white or is that a scratch?
Oh, they fixed
Oh,
it?
they fixed it.
Yeah.
Did they
Dude,
pay for it to be fixed?
they're doing that, dude.
They paid for it to be fixed, or you
Yeah.
paid for it?
Dude, you didn't have that last night. We would have noticed that.
You'd have noticed that.
I would have noticed that. They did that to your car, and then they made you pay for it.
There's
That's
not a
it.
chance you would not have noticed
Yeah.
it. That's not like a little ding.
Yeah,
You
unless-
would have noticed that.
Yeah, unless Wolverine was sleeping in your garage last night. And
Well,
lost
that was
his
the
mind.
thing years ago when someone threw a fucking glass out of a window of a hotel room and smashed my brand new car when I had the Explorer years ago. And when the guy came up to my hotel room, do you remember that? You remember the story? And he just goes, "Hey, did your window have a scratch that you brought in yesterday?" I go, "That car's 2 days old. It's got no scratches at all." He goes, "Oh, then come with me." And it was just a blasted apart, shattered thing.
So you go, did you come in with 4 wheels?
How did they fix it?
Yeah, they
we
did
didn't
that.
discuss money at all. He said he was going over to his friend's shop to see if he could get something that would take it off, but he is going to expect like a tip.
Oh, yeah. They did that to you. I bet you they come out with just little white, that's a bar of soap, and they just do it and then send you a picture and
Oh,
then
that'd be
fix it.
hilarious.
Yeah.
And
That'd
if
be
you
a
just go,
brilliant plan.
If you just go, "No, I'll take it to my own person,"
Yeah.
then he'd be like, "Oh, I can get it, bro."
Yeah.
Damn, I know we have to break. Show's almost over. We're hanging out. Louis J. Gomez, Dave Smith, comicdavesmith.com, lewisofskanks.com for all of their dates. BigJComedy.com, RobertKelly.com. Go see the Legion of Skanks this weekend. Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Special
Hampton
guest.
Beach, special guest Bobby on Thursday.
Oh, boy.
Come on, New Hampshire. And then Saturday, or Friday and Saturday. Friday, we're going to be at Wilbur Theater. Saturday, we're going to be at Foxwoods. Come check out all 3. Come check out 1. Do not wait till last minute to get tickets. It is last minute. Get your tickets. But don't wait till day of.
No.
But as we said earlier, if you do wait till day of, also try.
Yeah, try. There'll be tickets. Maybe.
There might be some tickets.
Some, but come.
But we do. We have big numbers already, so it's going to be fucking amazing. Come check us out this weekend. The Legion of Skanks on tour. You can get tickets at any of our websites. We'll be right back. It's the Bonfire.
This is Jason Ellis, and you're listening to The Bonfire with Big J. Okerson and Robert Kelly on Faction Talk 103. That's a good name for a channel. Wonder where they came up with that.
Jason Ellis.
Sirius XM. Faction.
Faction.
Faction Talk. Channel 103.
We have exactly 1 minute left of show. I figure no.
Oh, okay.
better
Tell the
time
snake pit story again.
To no better.
We're gonna put you through another snake pit. See how far you can make it through the Jason Ellis.
We support Jason Ellis'
Gauntlet.
OnlyFans.
100%.
And we see how far can you make it.
How far can you make it?
I've watched Jason Ellis's porn with his chick.
Sure.
No, sure.
That's
Sure.
him fucking
Keep
his
going.
chick.
Keep going. Keep
Okay.
going.
Big dong.
Keep going.
Big
Keep
dong
going.
around.
Keep going.
Oh, here we go.
No, this is getting
Who's this
different.
guy?
How do you deal with this one?
Is that Philly comic
Oh.
Naeem Ali?
That's actually Artie Fuqua.
Okay, there's that.
Oh.
Can you make it there?
Okay, who's this chick?
I think it's a trans person.
Oh, okay, it's a dude.
Okay.
Looks like a chick enough.
That's a chick.
Okay, that looks like a chick, dude. He's fingering her.
Yeah,
Or
but I think it's a guy who got a puss.
no.
I think.
30 seconds.
Now let's
30
go.
seconds.
Scroll down. Scroll
going.
down. Scroll.
Oh, this is all good so far.
Yeah, Jason's crushing
go.
it, dude.
Here we
Crushing
go.
pussy all
Here we
day
go.
long with his
Here we
big
go.
fat
Keep
cock,
going.
dude.
Scroll.
You
You
know
know,
where to
fuck
go.
my
Keep
one
going, keep
black
going,
guy. I'm
man.
not gonna call him gay, dude. It's been mostly
Keep going.
chicks.
Keep going.
Well, we've skipped by a lot.
We'll go to the one. Where's the one?
Christine.
Oh,
10
no.
seconds.
Oh, Christine.
10 seconds.
Right there.
Oh, let's say. Oh no.
5 seconds.
5 seconds. Fast forward.
3,
Two.
2. Oh!